Hello everybody and welcome in. I hope you are having a fantastic day today. For today's video, we are diving into Civilization VII for the first time. I'm very excited to get into this playthrough. Today is also Valentine's Day, so I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday. For those of you spending time with your significant others, I pray that it goes well for you. And for all the rest of us over here in the single category, I hope you all can leave us alone and let us distract ourselves from this terrible holiday. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our very first playthrough of the game. Hello everybody and welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. For today's video, we are diving into Civilization VII for the very first time. This is my first time playing the game, period, so we're sort of going into this blind, which is fine. It's kind of how I want it to be honest. And we're going to see what they've decided to do with Civilization. I'm a very old fan of Civilization. I've been playing it since at least Civ 4, and I think a little bit of Civ 3 before then. So, been with the franchise for a bit, and I've been kind of on the fence about how I feel about the changes that they've made to this game. But I'm going in with a cautious optimism for it all because I don't know if it's actually going to be better or not, and we shall find out together. So, before we get on to diving in, today is Valentine's Day, so I hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday. If you're spending time with your significant other, I pray that it goes well for you. And for the rest of us who are in the single category, I pray that today can be filled with a lot of distractions from this terrible holiday. Anyways, though, enough exposition. Let's go ahead and dive into a new game. So, we have a plethora of different leaders here that I probably could go through, but I feel like I'm going to wait till we hit each leader individually. I'm hoping to have a campaign for each one of these guys, and any future DLCs that will be coming out as well. So, I think what we're going to be doing, though, is going with Augustus as our first leader for today, because I'm hoping to start an... Okay, thanks, bud. We are going to be starting from the very beginning in the Antiquity Age. It seems that there are only 3 ages: the Antiquity Age, the Exploration Age, and the Modern Age. So I want to start from the very beginning. And I also want to be starting as Rome is always sort of one of the first civs I like playing as in these games. So an interesting note is that they also have leader recommendations for civs. So it sort of describes like which leader would prefer to be playing what faction, which I do appreciate because I am more of a history buff, and that's why I got into Civilization in the first place, because of all that. Because I personally don't know how to feel about like having Augustus lead the Mississippians, for instance. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me, personally. But it's what they decided to go with this game, so we will give it all a shot. Going to hit continue on Rome. Difficulty Governor, which I'm assuming is either normal or easy. I think since we're still learning the game, we'll go ahead and hit down to Scribe. Since we're still kind of... This is more of like a first look kind of campaign, so I don't kind of want to run into any too many difficult situations. Gain speed is standard, and I think we'll keep it as that. Continents plus. Then we have regular continents: Archipelago, Fractal, Shuffle, and Terra Incognita. I think we'll just stick with continents plus, to be honest. Then we have map size, which is tiny, small, and standard, which I'm kind of disappointed that a lot of grand strategy games are kind of going for those smaller map sizes. I would prefer at least large be an option from the get-go, but whatever. I think we'll go with small, though. And let's just go over advanced options real quick. I wonder if we get large in here. Nope. It's just that. Game random seed. Crisis? There's crises on? Alright, we'll see what that's looking like. But yeah, that's what we're going to be going with. Augustus of Rome in the Antiquity Age. So let's go ahead and launch our first campaign, guys.
A new banner unfurls, emblazoned with triumphal laurels. Rome seeks its champions.
Okay, I guess they're not going to read through the rest of that text. Starting out, Augustus. Emerging from Rome's civil wars, Augustus consolidated the fractious republic into an empire stretching from the North Sea to Egypt. Despite the Roman fear of tyrants, he achieved sole power while outwardly maintaining the old republic structure. He expanded Rome's borders via client states and a reorganized army, reformed the tax code, and inaugurated the imperial cult. The modern image of imperial Rome is largely the one of Augustus's vision. The Roman Empire, when most people think of the classic world, they imagine Rome. From humble beginnings, it grew to span 3 continents, assimilating the wealth and cultures of those it conquered. During the Republic, ad hoc statecrafts and meritocracy spawned fierce competition, spurring the professionalization of military and bureaucracy of the empire. But cracks turned into chasms, and a floundering economy and repeated invasions brought Rome to collapse. Alright, we have Legion, Tier 2 Roman unique infantry unit, +2 combat strength for every tradition in the government. That's interesting. Legatus, Roman unique army commander, grants 1 charge to create a new settlement for every 3 levels it has. Interesting. Unique building is a basilica, +4 gold, +1 political influence, adjacency for culture, buildings, and wonders. Rome unique gold building, and ageless. Although I'm kind of wondering about the politics on this. I don't know. I'm one of those guys, I'm not sure how I feel about political quote-unquote capital. Like, I get influence and all that kind of jazz, but I've never personally liked it as a, like, currency. Moving on, we have the Temple of Jupiter, +3 happiness, +1 cultural adjacency for happiness buildings and wonders. Roman unique happiness building, ageless. Alright, that's all the information there. Let's go ahead and click on begin. Welcome to Civilization VII. Lead your people to greatness before you embark on your journey to create an empire that stands the test of time. Take a look at some of the fundamental concepts of the latest installments in the series. Once you begin the game, you will see tutorials that will teach you how to play, and expert, quote-unquote, advisors who will guide your decisions. The Civilopedia will also be available at any time, where you can refer to any of the game's concepts or learn the history behind them. Go ahead and click Next. Ages. History is built in layers. A game of Civilization VII consists of multiple ages. Every turn brings you a step closer to the next age. Some important events are a leap forward. Each age presents its own unique gameplay, new challenges, and opportunity to change your strategy. Your leader remains the same, but at the end of every age, you will choose a new civilization with a different set of abilities and units at your disposal. The legacy you create with each civilization will carry into subsequent ages. And then legacy paths and victories create a history. Legacy paths are the primary means by which you can create continuity from one age to the next. Every age presents 4 such paths: economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you will have the opportunity to perform one more decisive feat to seal your victory. Challenges and opportunities. Change is on the horizon. Every game of Civilization 7 is its own journey, as you will see from the following tutorials and advisor messages. There are countless ways to build an empire that stands the test of time. To make the most of your journey, try to remain open to these ideas and be willing to adapt when necessary. Good luck. Remember, you can always open the Civilopedia for more information, and you can revisit the guide at any time via the pause menu. They're really stressing that Civilopedia. Alright, let's finish up here. Dawn of Civilization. Here your journey begins. Raise an empire from humble beginnings to greatness and write your own version of history. Let us begin. Alright. Greetings, Augustus. With a new vision come the Roman people, ready to put down roots in these fertile lands. Your founder has the ability to establish your first city. Select them now. And then select... I'm glad we can move, though. And I think we will, because I don't like being in desert tiles. I think what we're going to do is move them there. And then we can go ahead and found our first city. Roma. Look at her beautiful, beautiful borders. Alright, beginnings. Behold Rome, the cultural center of the Roman people. The city is now... City and all your future settlements provide civilization with specific yields. Okay. Alright. A settlement generates a amount of production every game turn. Especially to be used for... Okay. Kind of basics on that. So I think... what we'll do is just follow the guide for right now. Definitely want to be building a scout first on this. And then we'll go ahead and switch turns. And if you guys want to read any of the text, I encourage you to please pause the video. Because I don't think I'm going to be reading through every tutorial on this. Because a lot of this is sort of just basic or in strategy stuff. Alright, well, lands around is invisible. The rest of the world remains unrevealed. Okay, so we do spawn in with the scout, which is nice. I think what we'll do is that we'll head south here to the river. Terrain. Keep certain. Okay. Technologies. Got to pick that out. I think for right now, we will do animal husbandry because we have them right there. Technological achievements. Take 6 turns for that. And I think we will go with a granary. And I think what we can do is, it might be wise to build a granary. Flat desert. It might be wise to build a granary over here. So that way it's right next to the horses. I don't know if it will yield bonuses based upon that, but something to consider. So, and it seems that every single time we build something, it takes up a district. I think that's the strategy that they've been going with on that. Let's go ahead and hit next turn. Population with food, gotcha. We can expand our city. City grows to expand, gain the yields it offers. When your settlements, people move the tile, they'll create an improvement, rural structures for them. Okay. I think what we want to do is go ahead and... I don't have animal husbandry yet. I think what I want to do is focus on getting just basic crops going. So we'll do that. Oh, we're near the coastline. Okay, that's good. See what that turns into. And then we have our unit, our scout unit here. We'll go ahead and send them to the coast. And it is open ocean. Okay, cool. We'll send him south. Because I think what I want to do is... They're still building the granary. Okay. That'll take 10 turns. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, next turn. Had to move this guy down there. And flatlands, okay. Right. Go ahead and hit next turn again. And that way, there's Jade there, so that's interesting. And then we have Tundra down here, so we've hit more of an Arctic region now. Then next turn. It's interesting that they don't tell you that the turn ends. That's kind of new for me. And send this guy over. We have another coastline here with some hides and then dies on the coast. Okay, we can grow city again. Let's go ahead and send them that way. And we have some gypsum. Okay. Go ahead and send them that. And we can grow city again. And I think what I want to do is... put it over here, I think. And have that be a thing.
The caged bird watches butterflies with envy.
Okay. Alright, so we have animal husbandry researched, saw pits, which is interesting, slinger, tier 1 antiquity unit, production camps and woodcutters, and then +1 food on pastures. Okay. That's good. Alright, building your legacy. Civilizations are remembered for their accomplishments and the paths they take through history. Some spread their accomplishments across a wide range, while others are devoted to a single cause. Your advisors are at your service to guide you on the path. Like any great leader, you may change your mind at any time. Now, choose where you want to focus your efforts. Only path strikes swiftly and build your empire to see a new dawn. Cultural advisors, science advisors, okay. Let's see, path economic. I think because we're Rome, let's go ahead and go with the military for right now. Far and wide, establishing, capturing settlements. Hoorah. Okay, legacy path, Pax Imperatora. 1. I'm your military advisor, a veteran of many wars. I live to serve you and preserve our empire through strength. Our warriors are bold and fierce, but victory on the battlefield requires discipline above all. We must train our soldiers quickly to keep enemies at bay. Objective: study the discipline civic. First steps towards establishing a Pax Imperator. Military legacy of antiquity age. Remember, legacies improve your performance in later ages, but you can choose to pursue one, multiple, or none at all. Decision. You can pick your current track goals. Legacy journal, okay. Study civic. Legacy progress. Viewed in age progress panel, okay. How do I study civics, though? Alright, choose a technology. We should probably go with pottery next. I'm just trying to think in my head, like, what makes sense to do overall. Pottery will help us get us writing, I believe. but it also makes sense to why we would need that at this point in our civilization. Okay, let's go ahead and hit next. Alright, and we'll scout out over here. We have a narrative choice. The Senate is in session and voices are raised in conflicts. A lone senator speaks out against imperial fiat, while Augustus supporters seek to drown him out. Alright, hold on. Listen to the senator. Selecting this option will begin a quest. Only the strength and loyalty of the army matters. Have commander with 3 promotions. Build 3 monuments. Have a commander with 3 promotions. Okay. I think we're going to go this route, since we are Augustus. I'm not sure how we recruit commanders, though. So that'll be something that we gotta check out. Alright, choose a civic. We were supposed to hit discipline first. And then choose a government. You'll need to establish a government before you can enact social policies. Each form of government has its own unique effects. Choose your government now. Despotism. Alright. We will keep to the classical republic, though. That's my hope. So we'll do that. Social policies available. Under your new government, you may enact social policies. Complete civics throughout the age to earn more policies to enact. Okay. +2 culture from palaces. +1 production in science on the palace. I feel like this would be more useful to us right now. So we'll go with that. Swapping policies. You can adapt your civilization strategies by swapping social policies. If you want to swap a policy, you will need to research a civic. Okay. Sounds about right. Alright, I think we're good to... Unless this guy has movement points. Yes, okay. Actually, I kind of... We'll look this way, but then I kind of want to survey what's up here a little bit. Okay, we'll go ahead and hit next. You have just met... Pakachuti. I think that's how you say that. Good diplomatic relationships with other leaders can yield powerful benefits for your civilization, but they are also your main rivals in achieving victory. Before starting diplomatic relations with other leaders and their people, you should greet them. You can give friendly, neutral, or hostile greetings. The choice is yours. You have met a new civilization.
Intih saminchaskan apur kokonah churing nokakahti katatatanku ay pakuyohting hinara.
Okay. No reputation gain. We'll start with a friendly greeting for now, because I kind of want to know where their capital is at. This is the capital of either leader. If nearby, your capital will be revealed. We'll share the glory of Rome, after all. Diplomacy. Here you can interact with another leader and see information about them, such as their civilization agenda and your relationship with them. Diplomatic actions. You can start with them and other information. To open this screen for a leader, simply select their leader portrait. Okay. Relationships. I'm okay. Not reading through all this now. By spending influence. Okay. Alright, how much influence do we have? We have 70? Alright. I think a cultural exchange might be a decent idea. Have cultural exchange with another leader. Accepted, you receive +4 culture per turn. Other leader receives +2 culture per turn. Supported, both leaders receive +6 culture per turn. Lasts for 15 turns. Yeah, why not? Cultural exchange. Let's do that and just see where that goes. So we've met them, but was that because we saw a unit, or was that because of something else? Alright, discoveries. Exploration has revealed a coastal edifice. One of many discoveries that can be found in the world. Closer inspection grants a hidden benefit or opportunity. Try moving one of your units there to see what it provides. Okay, so we kind of do have space down here to expand another city. I feel like we can get 2 cities here as well, and then we get a 3rd city over here. I'll send the scout this way here after we check this out. And that'll sort of be my game plan moving forward. Let's go ahead and hit next turn. Okay, warehouse buildings. A granary has been built in Roma. Granary is a special type of building called a warehouse, which grows more efficient when its correlating monuments such as farms or mines are present in the settlements. Okay, so they do get bonuses. I'm just not sure whether we get a bonus or not from having animals near it. Choose a production. Saw pit. Let's go ahead and build a warrior, actually. Let's focus on that and getting somewhat of a military going. I'm not sure this effigy gives us, or this coastal tile gives us anything, really. We'll go ahead and move these guys over now. Where was their capital? Okay. Guess we'll move on from that. I do find it kind of odd that we can't really interact with the Civ the way that we used to. Because normally you have like this big like cinematic opening to them. And you have like more of like a one-on-one dialogue and not just them standing to the side. It's kind of off-putting to me, but we'll just roll with it for now. Go ahead and hit next turn. And we can grow our city as well. Now that we have animal husbandry, I think what we can do is go ahead and expand to these guys. Create structure improvement. Okay, we already sort of read something like that. New resource. Recent expansions have allowed to improve horses resource. Resources grant bonuses or abilities to the city that holds resources. Cavalry units gain +1 combat strength. +1 against infantry. This is an empire resource, so it affects your entire civilization. Okay. Empire resource, quote unquote. People are not so happy, though. Respond to a diplomatic action. Request that you open your borders to them. I kind of don't want to. Why did no endeavors between leaders for 10 turns? Relationship worsens. Yeah, I don't really want them in my territory right now. That was... I'm sorry, that was not a good diplomatic reaction. There should have been more of a cinematic thing to that. At least in old Civ, that would be a thing. But we are building a warrior unit. So we might have to use them soon if they decide to go to war against
All
us.
are made of clay.
All are made of clay. Okay. Get brickyard. That's interesting. +1 from plantations, +1 from city pits. Okay. And then we get choose a technology. Feel like irrigation would be logical next step. And then we'll get walls on the other step after that, I think. Okay. Moving up here. There's a decent amount of land up here. Navigable river plains. Hey yo, let's go. I don't have sailing though, so does that count or matter at all? Well, anyways. Go ahead and hit next turn. Oh, it just automatically turns into it. That's cool. Okay. Choose production. I can get a settler going, but I think what we can do is get a saw pit going somewhere. Only question is, where would that be best put? Create an urban district. So build over the woodcutter. That's fine, I think. Alright, you must convert the urban district to build a saw pit. By assembling this tile, we'll remove the existing woodcutter to convert to an urban district. Continue? Yes. And then what we can do is that we can simply build out there. That way we didn't lose our woodcutter stuff. And then I have units. We have warriors, which look like Hastati, which I do appreciate. I always like it when Civilization actually focuses on making units culturally accurate. So we'll keep those guys there. And, can we safeguard? Yeah, 45, that's it. Alright, cool. So we have some Hastati defending our capital. Go ahead and build that out.
Do nothing which is of no use.
Do nothing which is of no use. Okay, so we have survey, scout movement, and sight, +1. Okay, so we unlocked a wonder, I think, if that's what that is. Army commander we've unlocked. Legatus we've unlocked. And then gain a free army commander. Okay. Legacy Path, Pax Imperator 2. Our army is now well-honed sword, and like a sword, it needs a strong hand to wield it. A Legatus rises from the ranks. Charismatic soldier eager to lead our forces. A Legatus is crucial to managing any standing army, and you will continue to learn to use it over the course of many battles. Since it cannot attack on its own, you'll need to train an army for it to lead. Next time, train and assemble 4 military units and move them near your Legatus. When adjacent, use the Legatus to pack them into an army using the assemble army action. Okay. Again, and I just need to build more units. So we'll choose a civic. Civics Roma. I kind of want to get a priesthood going. So we'll study mysticism next. It's only 6 turns, and then we'll get on to the rest of our military stuff. Because I do want to get a religion going at some point. Alright, command units. Grants a promotion to this unit. Let's go. I can't do anything, actually. Hold on. That's not going to be a thing. We'll just do that for now. And then hit next turn. Okay. Ooh, we might want to settle up here. Definitely might want to settle up here. And it also looks like the navigable river ends, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and get a next turn going. Independent villages. You have encountered a stranger from an independent village of Nikoleka, and they appear to be hostile. The village could potentially be a strong ally with the right amount of persuasion, but it could also prove to be a threat for your civilization. Finding the location of it would be wise. Once you have found the village, you can use influence to begin different lives, such as befriend independent, or improve your relationship with it. Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to be settling up here for this iron. Ooh, and we have... Ooh, this is just ripe pickings, I think. Oh, yeah. We'll do that, for sure. Alright, we can grow city. Let's go ahead and get cotton going. Then we'll go ahead and hit next turn. What yields happiness? Rural districts? Okay. I don't know how stability works in this game yet. Command units. Go ahead and send them down here. Ah, that's where they are. Okay. I cannot befriend them. Oh, they actually have like a culture behind them. That's cool. Normally, city-states don't have anything like this, so that's a good improvement, I think. Independent. Decided independent power to raid another civilization. All right, we don't need to do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit next turn. And... okay, it looks like we're still just scouting things out. Oh, there's a lot of land over here. Okay. Silver. Yeah, I think... what should we do next? We have a slinger. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and finish building up our army. Get a slinger next. And command unit. Dates? Okay. I do like the art style for this game, though. I really do enjoy this. Sort of like a combination of Civ 4 and Civ 6 together. Or Civ 5 and Civ 6, I should say, together. I really enjoy that. Alright, let's go ahead and get another turn going.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
Okay, mysticism. Gotcha. Then what we'll do then is establish a temple of Jupiter, I think. So, Exercitus Romanus, let's research that next. And then we get to choose a pantheon. Stone circles, circuit waters, god of war, cities with an altar, warehouse bonuses. Ooh, I kind of like that. Someone already has fertility rights. City patron. I'm kind of torn between city patron and goddess of the harvest. Pastures and plantations and settlements with an altar warehouse bonus. I feel like food is what we should go with, so we'll go ahead and pick that for now. The reason why I was thinking patron goddess is gives us extra diplomatic capital. God of the Forge, God of the Sea, God of the Sun. Actually, God of the Sun is pretty useful. Yeah, I think we'll go with God of the Sun. We'll go with that. And command these guys out. We'll go ahead and finish surveying out this area so that we have a clear path to where we need to go on that. And I think at this point, let's survey out this way, because I think we've sort of scouted enough to understand like where we're going to be settling for the near future. So unless I get another scout out, this guy's hurt. Why is he hurt? All right, I think we're good. I should probably think about founding another city here real soon. And I think we're going to do it like right over here. Honestly. Okay.
The essence of all beings is the earth water, the water plants, plants man, and man speech.
Okay. Got irrigation now, which unlocks a garden. +1 to settlement limit. Awesome. And then the hanging gardens wonder as well. Happiness is a measure of your people's satisfaction with you. Settlements send you excess happiness. After each excess happiness has been occurred, you will earn celebration. Settlements with negative happiness will receive yield penalties. To earn happiness, settle near fresh water slot resources with that grant happiness. Construct happiness buildings and wonders. Poor settlement management and ongoing wars can reduce happiness in settlements. Don't fret, your advisors are here to monitor your happiness and alert you of any issues. Cool. Let's choose a different science. Let's go ahead and get masonry going. And then what we'll do is that we'll build an altar. And I think what we'll do is build an altar right here. And have that be next to our capital tile. Have another slinger. Excellent. Okay, cool. Can I purchase units? How do I purchase? Okay, there we go. Purchasing. I can purchase another warrior units. So I think we'll go with that. Awesome. So we have another Hastati, which is excellent. And I think we'll go ahead and hit next turn on that. Command units. Diplomatic cultural exchange is complete. Okay. And then we'll move our units over here. Fortification complete. Alright. There's gold over here. Let's go. Go ahead and move that way. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start settling out. Yeah, I definitely need to start growing some stuff. Growing civilization-wise. Let's go ahead and get these elephants. And do that next. And then fortify those guys. next turn. Grunky. You've discovered a new continent. Okay, that's cool. And then I think what we're going to do... Command units. Let's go ahead and send them this way. We have another independent settlement here. Interesting. I don't really want to befriend any of them because I kind of want to use our military to take them out. And get practice and experience doing that. Let's go ahead and hit next turn. Relationship agendas. Looks like your relationship with them has changed due to their agenda. Remember, you may not need to directly communicate with another leader for your relationship to strengthen or deteriorate. You can check the profile and close information set. Okay. We could have another cultural exchange. I think that would be fine. And then we have another scout. We'll send him this way. Looks like a whole bunch of mountains. That's fine. Change your relationship. Has been in that. Action has been canceled. Okay, so he just doesn't like us. That's fine. Don't really need him to like us, honestly. Alright, I think what we'll do is we will finish building up this altar. And then hopefully we can go ahead and start settling another city. That's my main hope here. So I think what we'll do is we'll settle here next. And then we'll settle up here as well. And just keep sort of like the iron in our possession. City construction. Let's go ahead and get a settler. That'll be 3 turns? Cool. Don't need to worry too much then. Oh, we met somebody else. Xerxes. I'm kind of disappointed they don't just pop up when you meet them. I like his attitude. We'll have a friendly greeting. And I like that color scheme. I really like the yellow and black kind of color scheme. This is gold, obviously, but, you know, matches my channel. Friendly greeting. We can have a cultural exchange. Alright. We'll go ahead and hit on next turn.
It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure pain with patience.
Julius Caesar. Yep. Solid quote. A unique building. You can now build the Temple of Jupiter. A unique building. This building is unique to Rome's civilization and has special bonuses. You can unlock another unique building by continuing to study the Romic civic tree. Put both in the same district to create unique quarter. Lock special bonuses. Okay. Narrative choice. The limits of faith. The measure of the god of the sun cold spreads with a hunger of a devouring fire, but is it the cleansing flame of purification or the inferno of persecution? Division stirs about the form faith should take. About the form faith should take. What do those in the god sun and the god of the sun cold say? And those about those who do not believe should worship as they like. Implement strict obedience plus 25 culture. Next civilization. Knowing Rome, we should probably have the strict obedience. I want to keep the Roma Paxta. Choose civic. Yeah, let's get the next one going on that. Then command units. Send this guy over here. Alright, let's go ahead and get this settler out. Can I automate exploration now? I feel like I should just do that. Sight range. All discoveries within twice the range. Okay. We'll move him that way. And we'll have our next settler out.
First to construct a wall, 80 miles in length, which was to separate the barbarians from the Romans.
Cassius Dio. Let's go. I wonder if quotes change depending upon your civilization too, because that's very specific to Rome. But anyways, we have ancient walls, we have monuments, we can build pyramids, and then we can have +1 production of mines and quarries. So that's good. Response and military actions. King is inviting you to share military aid. For 10 turns. Receive 3 combat strength. Yeah, we can provide military aid. Why not? Yeah, we'll support. We are a militaristic faction, so we enjoy that. Ready to expand. Let's go. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a different kind of take on a settlement map. But I think what we want to do is we were wanting to settle... It seems like when we settle, it takes up a bunch of space for the city, so I think what we want to do is potentially go over here and settle. I kind of want a coastal city, though, so I think we'll settle this direction. Because we'll still get the iron and everything, and then we'll settle further up north a little bit and get that. Maybe right there, actually. We'll have him start in the springs. The spring of the river. I think what we want is writing next. Yeah, we'll do writing next. Get our science going a little bit more. And then we have ancient walls. Let's build up some walls. Say defense. So they cannot be captured by an enemy as long as its wall fortifications still stand. Hoorah. Okay. Go ahead and hit next turn on that. Go ahead and command units. Go ahead and get this guy down. We have some more Jimson up here. And we have a navigable river as well. So we'll get to that. The leader has started an endeavor with you. Okay. These are our Roman settlers, so that's interesting. Can I adjust, like, how I view the map at all? Not really. I'll have to look at that later. So I'd like to, like, zoom in and zoom around units. Just get a better look at them. But, oh well. Your scout was attacked. Okay. Oh, there's Xerxes. That's where he's at. Then yeah, I think it's wise to settle here.
Avoid any specific discussion of public policy at public meetings.
Cicero. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and found a settlement here. You have made a new home, providing you with a first town, like a city. Settlement allows you to purchase gold. Okay, cool. So it sort of starts as a town. Okay. And then it'll grow into a city. Yes, we'll do that first. Support both. Yeah, we'll support both. I just want to see where that goes. Then we get to choose another civic. Let's go ahead and get Code of Laws. Seems to be the most useful next. And then, yeah. I think that's a good stopping point, though, for right now, guys. So we founded a new city, or a new town, quote-unquote. And I think we'll start expanding a lot more in our next video on this. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point for today. I appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you all for taking time out of your day to see my little channel. I hope you subscribe and like the video and stay for the next one. Pray God keeps you all safe and wise as we continue to go through this crazy world of ours. And I hope you all join me in our continuation of this campaign, because I'm really interested to see where all this goes. So, but until next time, peace.